Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we gotta talk about this. I felt like this was a nice little chart that Misaka made right here. Misaka's always creating these charts, like, showing, like, okay, like, what characters still have to EZA, right? Among other things, you know, super EZAs, EZAs. We've been using Misaka's charts for years, right? So, what we have here is, this is just showing the amount of EZAs per celebration. Now, I would start immediately by saying it's a little... Okay. Dokkan in 2024. So this was during the 9th anniversary. It was the Broly movie worldwide download celebration where they stopped doing this, which is like Frieza. You know, it's funny. I was listening to Iron Kane's rant video earlier, and the one area where he kind of missed, because I guess he hasn't been on all these anniversaries, is Dokkan would do the structure where it's kind of like part 1, you get the SSR, part 2, you awaken them into TUR, you know, part 3, you would like EZA them, right? That has been an anniversary staple for years. This year, the Tamagamis, we awaken them in part 1, or we got their SSR in part 1 and awaken them in part 2, right? But what they stopped doing during that Broly movie worldwide is they stopped EZAing characters in the initial celebration, which is good. That is a good thing that they don't EZA, because that means they'll get a second chance to be good later on. Look at this Hercule right here from the 8th anniversary. This guy, I hated this character, and he EZA'd during that celebration, and now he's bad forever. Just a worthless character. Same thing with like this Bobbity. Worthless trash man, done forever. Sleepy Beerus, terrible. Never gonna be good. But the 10th anniversary, which we got right here, this guy, remember, this guy was a free-to-play LR during the 10th anniversary, but they did not EZA him. And, I mean, like LRs like this, like, whenever they decide to do, like, Demon King Piccolo versus Kid Goku, maybe, and then that's where they would, you know, maybe EZA 23rd World Tournament Goku, and then also the other guy, Piccolo Jr., you know, maybe it's young Demon King Piccolo and Kid Goku is the Dokkan Fest, dual Dokkan Fest or something, right? And then they could EZA this guy, boom. And then Demon King Piccolo is going to have a perfect partner right away, and this guy EZA could be effective, and Demonic Power will probably work super well for Demon King Piccolo as well. Like, the decision to not EZA him during the 10th anniversary could be huge in the future. And Dokkan has shown us Tamagami 1 is elite. LR Nova Shenron is elite, the LR that came out during GDC. Free-to-play characters, for years, Dokkan would drop free-to-play characters, and they were just trash men. Like, just garbage, always. It's not like that anymore. So, like, them deciding not to EZA this guy really does mean he could have a huge impact later on down the line. Could. I mean, we'll see. No way to know for sure. But that's the thing. Before we dive into this, I did want to point out that, like, this Goku and Chi-Chi, Vegeta and Bulma, and Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, throw those out. Those 3 are gone. So there's 8 EZAs in the 7th anniversary. Then we'd remove these 2. Yeah, holy shit, there's only 6 during the 8th anniversary. That's crazy, because the 8th anniversary, a common complaint about Dokkan, this is not even an 11th anniversary thing, of the pacing. People have this for every single celebration. I feel like it's usually pretty valid. But the 8th anniversary is where Dokkan, like, every 3 days, they were releasing stuff. They were having drops of content, right? Not, you know, like what the 11th anniversary has done is it's been like a week thing. It's like, they gave us content on the 13th last week. It was a lot of stuff. People will say, oh, they dropped nothing, but there was a lot. But then they dropped nothing again until the 20th. So that's too long, especially during the anniversary. A full 7 days is crazy, right? Like, they should be spreading this stuff out, which would go a little bit better. But yeah, there's only 6 EZAs there. Here, let's remove, well, I guess to be fair, it's 3 EZAs here we are removing. Gogeta, Frieza, and Sleepy Beerus. I mean, that still gives us, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still gives us 9 EZAs, which is pretty good. 10th anniversary is on a different level. Again, if you ever want to just laugh at Dumbos, laugh at the morons who just, spent the last year hating on 10th anniversary. Just clowns. Comical. Like, this, look at this, dude. This is why it's like, you know, like, a celebration would start. I'm gonna do a video just talking about the 11th anniversary overall. I'm gonna end up like just cycling a lot of same points between them, but like, you know, part 1 drops and people go, oh, it's the Sahara Desert, and it's like, I'm not gonna jump on a bandwagon of like, oh, this is so bad when like the part 1 has just started, right? We need, you know, to see how the celebration is structured and stuff. 10th anniversary, they were just spamming nonstop EZAs every week. Look at this. Look at the amount of EZA characters we have. So we've got what? 15? 15. 10th anniversary is just, phew. And then now we get here and we've only got 7 EZAs. The STR Carnival Goku does count. Countdown stuff does count. So like STR UI Goku was a countdown EZA. Who else was a countdown EZA? I think these guys were not countdown. Yeah, and these guys came out a little bit after the part 1 banners. So I guess STR UI Goku is a countdown EZA, and then the STR Carnival Goku is a countdown EZA. Although during the 9th anniversary, UI Goku was really good. I am really down on this character. People are telling me that I'm too down on this guy. Maybe we could just do like a video taking him against like Bio Broly or something like that, but I really do not like this Carnival Super Saiyan Goku. I am definitely not a fan. So, all right. So here, of course, is the 7th anniversary, right? And we got all the EZAs right here. So Gogeta, Omega, the gods, the 2 gods, the Tech God Goku, STR God Vegeta, 3rd anniversary LRs, 4th anniversary LRs. Now remember, the 3rd and 4th anniversary LRs were not the craziest when they EZA'd, but this was the start of 2022 was a very weird time where most releases just were not good, right? Up until around LR Golden Frieza dropped, that's when things really started to change. And then the 4th anniversary LRs, their EZAs were so important. I remember in that Broly Red Zone fight, sheesh, that was tough. But, you know, if we look at this, I think someone would say, oh, 7th anniversary was actually ass in comparison, right? But back then, I remember being shocked that the gods were EZAing. I think it was 2 EZA events, right? One for Gogeta and Omega, and then one for the 2 gods. And I remember being like, whoa, like there was 4 EZA characters, which was crazy. I mean, this was now, 4 years ago, which is crazy to think about. Elden Ring was 4 years ago, huh? Damn. It's a long time. All right, then we move on to the 8th anniversary LR. Like, man, some of these guys were not really that good during the 7th anniversary too, right? Like Tech God Goku, of course, was one of the best units all year. But a lot of these other characters, like I remember by the time we were in the Cooler movie worldwide, like I was not using any of these guys, right? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Omega, like, but none of them. 8th anniversary, okay. So Super Vegito was ass. He just sucked. Vegito and Dokkan, it does seem like most of the time they drop a Vegito and he's really not that crazy, huh? I remember liking this Buhan character. Like if we actually got the transformation into Buhan, I do remember liking this guy when we were able to actually utilize him, but he wasn't the craziest. I did like these 2. These 2 were a little bit better right here. This guy I thought was pretty useful for a while. Obviously, the Rainbow Orb changing, we know how good that always is going to be. It's always nice to have Rainbow Orb changing characters available. And then this guy actually was really nuts. His EZA was crazy. I remember, like, the amount of damage this guy was able to do. Like, I was not a fan of his original release, but his EZA for a little bit was really fucking nutty. This guy was really crazy. And then these guys, the 5th anniversary LRs, they were crazy. People still are using these guys now. Like, it is 3 years later. People are still using these guys. So that's the thing about this is when we're examining these EZAs of all these anniversaries, the anniversary EZA, especially once we hit this 8th anniversary, 9th anniversary, 10th anniversary, you get to the end and those Dokkan Fest anniversary LRs, they're like, the best, some of the best characters all year. Both of the Blue Fusions, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, all of the 9th anniversary year were dominant. And then the gods and physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta still quite good. all through 2025, 10th anniversary year, those guys were dominant really all year long, right? It is just kind of like how Dokkan does it. Yeah, okay, but there's not really, yeah, dude. Okay, the quality of EZA is definitely not bad, for the 11th anniversary. This guy, I feel like you at least have to let me call him mid. This character I'd like to use more before really, like, oh my god, opening up the waterworks. I think that at least mid tag applied to them as well is fine. But these 5 I really like. And then Carnival Goku, of course, is like a top 5 level character in the game. So, we do have some strong EZAs here for the 11th anniversary. Moving on to the 9th anniversary, they really did do quite a good job here. I'm a very, very staunch Broly, Chilai, and Lemo critic. But, I mean, their EZA has been very useful for quite a while. I can't hate on them. Can't hate on them. They've been useful for a long time. So let's take a look here. Let's just get this over here. Yeah, so we're looking at the 9th anniversary characters. UI was really good. Like when this guy first got his EZA, remember, there's more of a JP Dokkan thing than Global Dokkan, because obviously Global had, post 9th anniversary characters on JP were out on Global, before the 9th anniversary started. You get what I'm saying? This guy was really nuts. Like when he first dropped, he was like a top. Do I have a tier list with this guy on it? Let me just double check. One of my first tier lists with this guy. Let me find it. All right, guys, here we go. So this is a tier list right here. This is January 26th, 2024. And I had STR UI Goku right there as the number 2. This is Yellow Coin LR characters. This is Yellow Coin LR characters right here. Yep. And then I had one right here. This is February 4th, 2024. I think people would get upset looking at this now in hindsight with Piccolo above Broly and Gogeta. But remember, this is before the content had released. So you were not able to use Broly and Gogeta transformed very much at all. It essentially was like Orange Piccolo versus the base forms of Gogeta and Broly. You would barely be able to see their transformed states. Deep towards the end of the anniversary, though, we had the longer Supreme Magnus and battle fights where we were able to do it. And then here's UI Goku. We have him at, 8? He's 8 on this list, UI Goku. Okay. So yeah, the point is being that I think UI Goku was really quite good. So we have them. These are sub EZAs. These guys weren't really like super crazy. This character was very good though. This unit was really good for a really long time. Again, man, these Rainbow Orb Changers, boy, whew, it's always easy to find a reason to run them, right? Oh yeah, this character was really good. You know what, dude, it sucks. I really want this as a tag character. Are we even gonna get it as a tag character now? Like, they just skipped Blue Kaioken and went right to UI Goku, man. Like, are we gonna get this? I do love the clash of these colors, like the red versus the really dark blue for Evolution Blue. Like, we might not even get this now, man, because they just said, fuck it, we're just doing UI. I hope so. But this character was really elite. Skip the free-to-play characters. Obviously, these guys were crazy. And then Buhan and STR Vegito. Remember, these guys were... Oh, yeah, but it's not for global. Yeah, they do count. They're 9th anniversary EZAs, but it wasn't for Global Dokkan. They dropped them early for Golden Week on Global. STR Vegito, I think... Wow, holy shit, dude. Every single time we get to a Vegito release, it's like, yeah, he ended up not being crazy. It's nuts. Wow. For real. Every Vegito... It's like we're about to talk about AGL Super Vegito. I fucking hated him too, man. Every single Vegito, dude. I hate these characters. They got to do better. It's because original Super Vegito was way too much, and they've regret. Like, I don't know. Like, I get a lot of the dev team has moved on by now. I'm sure that we're making big decisions like that back when Super Vegito was a thing, but. Man, we do need to get some Vegito love in here, dude. Jesus. This is crazy. Yeah, I wasn't high on him. This guy was crazy, though, all year long. His bag is he has every ability This guy was so nuts. I loved this EZA Buhan. This guy was really crazy. Whoops. This guy was really crazy. This EZA Buhan. And we're kind of skipping these every year. They're like top 3, top 5 releases every year. These guys. There's just no point even talking about them. And it's going to happen this year too with the 8th anniversary Spirit Bombs. They're going to be, top 5 level characters. That's what's going to happen. All right, so now move on to the 10th anniversary. Now, the 10th anniversary is just a flood, an avalanche of EZAs. To be fair, I would say probably most of them are really not that crazy, though. Super Vegito, I fucking hate his guts. I hate him. Same with Gogeta. I hate both of their Super EZAs. Buhan is one of the best EZAs of all time, though. Right? Like, in between the two of them, you have legitimately one of the best EZAs we've ever seen. This guy is still good, by the way. You still easily can be very effective. This guy was so far ahead of his time. Really a transcendent EZA. Janemba, I've not used much, but people have said since GDC, they've been very adamant that this guy can do some stuff. I mean, it makes sense. You can run him in slot 3, you can run him in slot 1 with his dodge, right? I get it. Okay, so the Namek EZAs, I'm on an island alone. I'm a little bit of a defender of them. I didn't like them initially, but once we saw the content that they were dropping, the long, remember, 10th anniversary type content, I felt like they worked well for that. But people do hate them. I mean, we could give them the mid tag, I think is fine for Namek, Goku, and Full Power Frieza right there. So then we get to Cell and Gohan. I feel as though I should have been able to get more use out of this Gohan, but I just never used this guy. I mean, it's just for whatever reason. Never really ended up going crazy with this guy. This Cell, though, was really good all year. So they gave us, 2 really crazy villain Super EZAs in that anniversary right there, right? Buhan and then Cell were crazy. Then we get to Kaioken, who's one of the bigger fumbles I can remember. This is the worst 10th anniversary character, I would say. You could say Evolution Blue Vegeta's worse because he's one of the summonable LRs, I guess. But this guy's the worst character. This Kaioken Goku, a complete 2 packs of ass cheeks is what that guy is. This is GOAT. I loved him. Great Ape Vegeta. I thought he was really good. Really effective all year. Once we got the GDC content, he was getting slapped around, but I did like Great Ape Vegeta. I did quite a bit. So that was good. Again, we'll skip these boys. And then the last batch of EZAs we've got right here. These do count, by the way. These are official 10th anniversary characters. This guy sucked. I think this guy, he's a good battlefield character, but nothing really too crazy. These guys are pretty good. More characters I really never ended up using very much after they initially released, but I do think that these units were at least very, very solid, right? I think a lot of people still use this GT Vegeta. So, yeah, there's all the EZAs. For the 11th anniversary, again, we know we're going to get the 2 big guns, which are going to be dominant releases just like every year. But are we going to get anything more? I would hope that there would at least be 2 Super EZAs. I think the best thing Dokkan could do right here is we get the 2 8th anniversary LR EZAs, and then they EZA these 2. I think a lot of people would ask for the Super Saiyan 4s, but I just personally don't think they're going to skip the 3rd anniversary LRs and then Super EZA the 4th anniversary LRs. I don't think so. Are these guys on the teams? Oh, I guess the thing is they're not really on the teams, though. Huh. Yeah, maybe they aren't going to do it, because think about the GT character, right? Their Power Wishes, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and GT Hero. They're not on that. Daima Goku is Battle of Fate. Daima Goku family, they're not on that. Vegeta, Daima Vegeta family, they're not on that. Yeah, so these boys probably really are not Super EZAing then. They're not on any of the teams. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I feel like that, because that's the type of shit that I think could win people back, is the 8th anniversary Part 1 LRs get dominant top 5 level EZAs. They completely nail it in every way. People will instantly, overnight, people will calm down if they correctly do that, which I have no fear that they're going to. But then if they would also drop the Super EZAs for these guys, and they're really crazy, people would be so excited. But yeah, they're not on any of the teams. So they're definitely not gonna Super EZA then, because none of them are on the teams. So would they actually just skip to it and do the Super Saiyan 4s? I guess they could. I didn't think that they would EZA STR Carnival Goku before Tech Carnival Goku, and they did. So maybe they will just skip the 3rd anniversary LRs and Super EZA these guys right now. This would be good, by the way, because we do need the help. More Super Saiyan 4s right now. Like, now is the perfect time to Super EZA them. So maybe they will Super EZA these guys. And again, that would be very helpful. Very helpful. This guy's got the battle motion. It annoys the fuck out of me, but this guy does not have the battle motion, by the way. He did not get the battle motion. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku Shadow Dragon Saga one, which is my favorite battle motion in the game right now. This guy doesn't have it. But this guy does have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta one. So, alright guys, let me know what you guys think. In-depth look at all the EZAs. Man, that 3rd anniversary LR is definitely not Super EZAing here, though. Oof, that is a little... does make me nervous. My teeth are chattering. Does that mean they're probably going to Super EZA during GDC? I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like these guys are going to, like, Super EZA during major celebrations, right? These guys aren't on the banners, by the way. Wait. Now's the perfect time to talk about this. Can I complain? These guys have not been on banners for 4 fucking years, by the way. They haven't been on banners since the 7th anniversary. All 4 of these cocksuckers. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe GDC for these guys then. And, like, I don't know, maybe a Fusion is one of the 4 GDC LRs. We'll see. So, let me know what you guys think of the EZA chart, how the EZAs are stacking up for all these last 4 anniversaries. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.